general solution for the given system. So you're given the system. First, you need to find A minus lambda I. What is A? Let's call this matrix A, and then subtract it with lambda I. That gives you this matrix, okay? And then you are going to find its determinant, which gives you this. Okay, so distribute these out, simplify them, and then set them equal to 0. So for lambda, I will get lambda equals -2 in positive -2i, distinct in complex eigenvalues. Okay, so since you have 3 by 3 matrix, you should have 3 eigenvalues and 3 eigenvectors corresponding to those eigenvalues. Now let's take a look at the first case when you have lambda equals -2. Plug it into this one, that gives you this matrix augmented with 0. Okay, so from the third equation I know that k1 is 0. From the first equation I have 4k1 plus 4k2 plus 4k3 equals 0, and k1 is 0, ignore it. Then solve for k2, I got -k3. If I choose k3 1, then k2 is -1. Then my vector k is 0, -1, 1. Then my vector x1 is vector k times e to the -2t as lambda equals -2. Now you are going to do the same thing for lambda equals positive 2i. Plug it into A minus lambda I. That gives you this matrix augmented with 0. Again, let's see, use the second equation. I have -k1 plus -2 minus 2i times k2 equals 0. Solve for k1, I got -2 minus 2i times k2. Use the third equation. I have -k1 plus -2 minus 2i, k3 equals 0. Solve for k1, I got this one. Okay, now if I choose k2 equals 1, k3 equals 1, that gives me k1 -2 minus 2i. Then my vector k is -2 minus 2i, 1 and 1. Okay, now for vector x2, you are going to take the real part of vector k, which is -2, 1, 1, multiplied by cosine 2t minus the imaginary part of vector k, which is -2, 0, 0, multiplied by sine 2t. You can stop here, but I see that I can simplify it further down. So distribute this in and add them together, which gives me this matrix. Now for vector x3, here's a cool answer about complex eigenvalues. So once you know one answer, you can duplicate it and change some of them for a second solution. So duplicate this one. Two things you need to worry about. First, change the sign. They need to have opposite sign. Second, switch this vector. So you have this vector multiplied by cosine for x vector x2. For vector x3, you need to have this vector multiplied by sine 2t. For vector x2, you have this vector multiplied by sine 2t. For vector x3, you have this vector multiplied by cosine 2t. Okay, so you just switch those vectors and then simplify if you want. Then my final answer is going to be in this form: vector x equals c1 times vector x1, which is this vector, bring this down, okay, plus c2 times this vector times e to the 0, which is 1, plus c3 times this vector, bring this down, times e to the 0, which is 0 again. Okay, that's it.
If you find the video is helpful, feel free to give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel in order to receive the most current videos. Don't forget to hit the bell so that you won't miss anything. I'll see you next time.